You retired, and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number.
Drake?
Y'all done woke the boy up. Y'all done woke the boy up. Oh, man. Now, usually, Drake would just let Joe Budden slide when he critiques his music. Because for the most part, Joe always got something to say, but I'll give Joe his credit. Sometimes, he's feeling what Drake is putting out. But if y'all didn't just watch my video, Joe went on a whole rant about Drake's album, all right? Or For All the Dogs. Now, Champagne Poppy had to get up in them comments, and he had to let Joe know what was going on. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Drake?
At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip, because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired, and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you need to. It's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion thing is real. This is a man projecting his own self-hate. And the fact I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put it in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions.
Drake? 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 Drake?
That boy was getting spicy. Here's the thing. It's a lot of people in the industry that feel this way about Joe Budden. So they're applauding Drake for saying this. If you don't believe me, let's look at the comments in DJ Academics. If I keep scrolling, it's all blue checks. And Ellie Chopper, Boy Wonder, Lecrae, just to name a few. Because a lot of people resent the fact that Joe Budden is an artist who has turned into a commentator and has a lot to say about their music. It all started back in the day when he went off on Lil Yachty. And to this day, he's still throwing strays at Lil Yachty. And here's the thing. I understood what Joe was saying to Lil Yachty back then. He was like, yo, you don't know who is over your record contract. You don't know what's going on with your deal. You need to know that. You young dudes coming up, you need to know what's going on with your paperwork. But it's a way you say that. It's a way you speak to another grown man. And that's where Joe gets a little carried away. In his rant, he said Drake is sounding like he's rapping like Lil Yachty. He's talking to the kids. He said, you a grown man. You 37. I looked up your birthday. Joe was going to Google Drake's birthday just to make his point about how bad he thinks For All the Dogs album is. Looking up birthdays. The sad part about this is, when Drake was first coming out, who was he hanging out with? He was hanging out with Joe Budden, smoking the hookah. Drake smokes hookah to this day. Hey, Joe Budden might be the reason that Drake smoked hookah. These dudes was close. They built a really strong, light-skinned bond back in the day. And somehow over the years, look, a lot of people say it was over a female. A lot of people say it was over Tahiri. I could be tripping. Tahiri or Caitlyn, one of them. And you see in the picture Joe is with, I don't know which one that is. But you know, him and Drake was really, you know, building that big brother relationship. And then it just all fell apart. And so over the years, they've had a love-hate relationship, but obviously Drake felt like today enough was enough. Especially since he announced he's going on a hiatus from music. I guess he said, why not just let Joe know how I feel? I thought they were really on better terms. I saw Joe Budden going to Drake's show a year or two ago, and he got VIP, and Joe didn't accompany his son to the show, but it seemed like Drake had really treated his son well while he was in attendance of the concert. So I said, okay, maybe they, you know, building the friendship back up. And I would see Joe kind of, I don't know if they were texting, or you would see Drake in his live watching Joe when he goes live. So it just looked like they was on the up and up. But man, it's sad to see two light-skinned brothers going at war with each other, man. And see, that's the real issue with these two. Joe was the guy who was known for getting all the chicks, who happened to be a really good rapper. And now Drake is the dude who's known for getting all the chicks, and known for being a really good rapper. Which is kind of what Drake was touching on in this paragraph, right? I did everything he couldn't do, and now he's hating. But regardless, Joe landed on his feet. It's just that Drake landed on the cloud, and he's still just hovering above everybody in the rap game. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.